What's up, guys? Welcome. It's day 47 of the 100 Days of LeetCode. We got a good problem here. It's a medium problem. It's maximum absolute sum of any subarray. Let's get right to it. So, it's a medium problem. You're given an integer array nums. The absolute sum of a subarray num, and it basically just puts in mathematical notation, is the absolute value of the sum. Right? So you can think of it of just getting the sum and then putting absolute value. Basically, what this means is that if the sum is negative, so say you got a bunch of negative values here and it makes this whole equation negative, well, we take the absolute value, which is, of course, always positive. It defines it here for those of you who don't know the math, but it's pretty simple. If x is a negative integer, then abs x equals negative x non-negative, then it's still, the absolute value doesn't do anything. Here are some examples. So here the subarray 2, 3 has the absolute sum 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. That's pretty easy. But here we have an example that's a little bit more intricate. So this subarray, negative 5, 1, and negative 4, has a sum of this, which is negative 8. But if we take the absolute value of negative 8, we get 8. So that's why we output 8. Okay. So let's solve this problem. To start, we are going to be defining some variables. Let's say the max, or the min, the max, whatever. We can set those to 0. We're going to be setting current min, current max to 0 as well. And we're going to define an answer variable, and we can just call it, or we can just set it to the absolute value of the first index of the array. So these two values are going to keep track of the current minimum value and the current maximum value. Okay, these two values are going to keep track of the minimum subarray value that we've encountered throughout all of our previous iterations and the maximum subarray value that we've encountered throughout all our previous iterations. It'll make a little bit more sense when I implement it, so we're just going to do for I in nums cur min. We're going to add I to it. Same thing with cur max. We're going to add I to it. And now we're going to do another operation with cur min. We're going to say cur min equals the minimum of I or cur min. Okay? So, I mean, you could put this all in one line. You could say cur min equals, yeah, I mean, you could do that. If you wanted to, let's actually just do that. That's it looks better. Okay, and then cur max equals max of I plus cur max. Okay, so basically what we're doing here is we're getting our new current minimum. If we have a negative I, well, I mean, it still could be either way. We still could have a minimum value of I or the minimum value of I plus cur min. But basically, the reason why we need to check this is because we need to know whether or not we're still going to keep our current minimum value, because our current minimum value could still be 0, right? Or whether or not we are going to add I to that one, or just keep I. Same thing with cur max. That's why we're doing this, okay? Because sometimes the current maximum value could theoretically just be I. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to say the min is equal to the minimum of cur min, the min. The max is equal to the maximum of cur max, the max. Okay, so the minimum and maximum, these are the total maximums. We are basically going to check whether or not our current max and our current minimums are smaller than or bigger than our existing ones. And if they are, we need to update these values, because as you'll see, we're going to set answer to the max of the max or the absolute value of the min. And then we're just going to return answer, and we'll be good. And I just ran that. I didn't submit it. There you go. That's how you solve that one. If you guys enjoyed that video, please like, subscribe. Today was day 47. We got another day, 53 days to go. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.